In my last episode, I had a great conversation with Aaron about his transition from technical manager to strategic leader. His 2020 hindsight provides clues for others working to make that transition successfully. Hi, I'm Becky. Welcome to Short Story Long. In this podcast, we discuss ways you can integrate who you are into how you lead. Today, I am offering strategies for building your skills as a leader. Let's break down what's important as you move from tactical management to a more strategic focus. In conversations about leadership growth, we often hear this familiar belief that technical excellence naturally leads to senior roles. But that's only part of the story. Aaron's journey revealed something deeper, a shift from being the one with all the answers to someone who builds capacity in others and thinks strategically. Early in his career, Aaron was the go-to expert, the person who could solve the hardest problems, write the cleanest code, and answer every question. But he hit a turning point, realizing that being the smartest person in the room wasn't enough. If he wanted to lead at a higher level, he had to let go of being the only one who could do the work. The first shift was in building and leveraging the team. As a manager or a leader, delegation is always important. This goes beyond that. It grows into the real power of leadership. It's not about output, but about multiplying impact. How can you design a solution that solves for a system and not simply a problem? My technical folks out there, you have those skills. You know you do. It's about using them in a different way and an alternate purpose. Aaron also had to get better at communication. Not just talking about the work, but framing it in a way that mattered to the business. This means asking better questions. What does the executive care about? How does this work tie into our broader goals? That mindset change, from deep in the weeds to eyes on the horizon, is a huge unlock. Other leaders begin to see you as a thought leader and a person who gets it. Another turning point, getting visible. Not for ego, but to contribute, learn out loud, and build credibility. You don't have to be showing up everywhere. It's about showing what you are learning strategically and in ways that don't override your energy reserves. Like many strong technical leaders, Aaron saw that the human side of leadership matters. Reading the room, understanding what motivates people, and navigating tough dynamics are key elements in that system design I mentioned. High-performing teams don't run on code. They run on trust, clarity, and belief in the goal. What I appreciate most is how Aaron embraced the learning curve. When someone told him, "You need to be more strategic," he didn't get defensive. He got curious. He asked, "What does that even mean?" And then he set out to find the answer through books, conversations, and reflection. Leadership isn't about being the hero. It's about making space for others to lead. It's not about knowing everything, but about connecting the dots between people, purpose, and performance. As you work towards stepping into a bigger role or wondering what's next in your own leadership, consider how the real growth happens when you shift from doing the work to enabling others, and from answering every question to asking the right ones. So here's your skill builder challenge, if you choose to accept it. Consider where in your life you're convinced you're ready, even when others aren't so sure. And then think about what is the feedback that you're receiving but resisting. Why are you resisting that feedback? Look, that feedback may not be capital T truth, but it is perspective. And perspective is something leaders must learn to see and use wisely. Assuming the people around you mean well, what would they need to see to believe you're ready? That answer? Well, it might just be your next strategic move. Thanks for listening. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who could benefit from it. Until next time, I'm Becky Fraser, reminding you to integrate who you are with how you lead. Okay, bye.